guys, welcome to our very first story time with Kittens. As you can see, we're on my bed where I have a kitty ramp, so more kitties could be joining us. Tonight we have Ivy, that's Sebastian that just walked by, look at the tail. And we've got little Pearl here sleeping. And since we have some kittens named after the Little Mermaid, we are going to be reading the Little Mermaid. So I'm sure kitties will be running back and forth and making lots of noise, but we'll try to read and see how it goes. So this book was adapted by Michael Teitelbaum and illustrated by Sue DiCicco, if I say that right. Let's find out. All right, King Triton, the great sea king, had many daughters who loved the undersea world, but Triton's youngest daughter, Ariel, dreamed of a world above the water's surface, the world of humans. Ariel and her friend Flounder liked to go to the surface to visit Scuttle the seagull. Scuttle told them all about the humans' objects that Ariel found at the bottom of the sea. Oh, and here comes Ivy. One day, Triton learned about Ariel's trip to the surface. The Sea King grew very angry. He asked his friend Sebastian the crab to keep an eye on Ariel. And here is the picture. What do you think, Pearl? Do you like it? Okay. A few days later, Ariel noticed a ship sailing way up on the surface of the water. She quickly swam towards it. "Ariel, Ariel, please come back," cried Sebastian as he and Flounder swam after her. When Ariel surfaced, she saw a huge ship filled with sailors. Ariel's eyes lit up when she spotted the sailor the others called Prince Eric. It was love at first sight. Suddenly, the sky darkened. Heavy rain began to fall, and lightning split the sky. The ship was tossed on the waves, and the prince was thrown overboard. So here's Ariel looking up at her boat. And there's Prince Eric. I think Pearl's liking it. Let's move you back so you can see Pearl a little better. There we go. "I've got to save him," thought Ariel. She grabbed the drowning prince and swam to shore, pulling him onto the beach. Prince Eric did not stir as Ariel gently touched his face and sang him a love song. Soon, Ariel heard the prince's crew searching for him. She did not want to be seen by the humans, so she kissed the prince and dove back into the sea. Prince Eric awoke to find Sir Grimsby, his loyal steward, at his side. Sir Grimsby was happy that Eric was alive. "A girl rescued me," said the prince. That's Cedar. She was singing. She had the most beautiful voice. Prince Eric, too, had fallen in love. What do you think, Pearl? She says, "This is my favorite part." Next page. King Triton was furious when he discovered that Ariel had fallen in love with a human. He rushed to the grotto where Ariel kept her collection of human treasures. "Contact between the human world and the mer world is strictly forbidden," Triton shouted. He raised his magic trident and fired bolts of energy around the cave, destroying the treasures. Then the mighty Sea King left. Ariel buried her face in her hands and began to cry. So there he is, ruining all of her humanly fun things. Meanwhile, not far away, evil forces were at work in the undersea kingdom. Ursula, the sea witch, who had tried once before to overthrow Triton, was looking for a way to take over. Through her crystal ball, she could see Ariel crying, and an idea came to her. Ursula sent her slimy eel servants, Flotsam and Jetsam, to Ariel's grotto. There they convinced the Little Mermaid that Ursula could help her to get her beloved prince. Ursula was so upset that she ignored Sebastian's warnings and swam off with Flotsam and Jetsam to meet with the sea witch. And there's Ursula. Come here, Sebastian. There we go. You don't want to stay? He's not impressed with my skills. There you go. "My dear," said the witch, "here's the deal. I'll make a potion that will turn you into a human for 3 days. Before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you got to get dear old Prince to kiss you. If he kisses you, you'll remain human permanently, but if he doesn't, you turn back into a mermaid and you belong to me." In return for the potion, the witch wanted Ariel's voice. "My voice?" said Ariel. "Without my voice, how can I—" "You still have your looks, your pretty face," replied Ursula. And there's Ursula with her eels. Ready, Sebastian? After Ariel agreed to Ursula's deal, an amazing change took place. Ariel's voice flew from her body and was captured into a seashell around Ursula's neck. Ariel lost her tail, grew legs, and became a human. When Ariel went in search of the prince, she was helped ashore by her friends. She tried to speak to them, but no sound came out. A short while later, Ariel saw Prince Eric. The prince had been lovesick ever since hearing her sing. At first, the prince thought Ariel was the girl who had rescued him, but when he learned that she couldn't speak, he knew he was wrong. Prince Eric felt sorry for Ariel. She needed a place to stay, so he took her to his palace. There she is meeting Prince Eric. Is this good? Over the next 2 days, Prince Eric grew to like Ariel more and more. During a romantic boat ride, Eric was about to kiss Ariel when Flotsam and Jetsam overturned the boat. "That was a close one, too close," said Ursula, who was watching in her crystal ball. It's time Ursula took matters into her own tentacles. The sea witch mixed a magic potion and changed herself into a beautiful young maiden. On the morning of the 3rd day, there was a great excitement throughout the kingdom. Prince Eric was going to marry a young maiden he had just met. Ursula, disguised as the maiden, had used Ariel's voice to trick Eric. He now believed that the maiden was the girl who had saved him from the shipwreck. Poor Ariel was heartbroken. And I'm sure you can hear it, but we have kitties running around the bed. Come here. Do you want to say hi? Very busy. Very busy. The wedding ceremony was to take place on Prince Eric's new boat. Scuttle flew by just as the bride passed in front of a mirror. Her reflection was that of the sea witch. Scuttle rushed off to tell Ariel and the rest of his friends. Sebastian quickly formed a plan. Flounder helped Ariel get out to Eric's ship. Scuttle arranged for some of his seagull friends to delay the wedding, and Sebastian hurried to find King Triton. Prince Eric and the maiden were about to get married when a flock of seagulls, led by Scuttle, swooped down on the bride. She screamed in the sea witch's voice. Scuttle knocked the seashell containing Ariel's voice from around the maiden's neck. The shell shattered and Ariel's voice was returned to her. So there's Ursula as this new maiden. What do you think, bud? "It was you all the time," said Prince Eric. "Oh, Eric, I wanted to tell you," said Ariel. The sun disappeared over the horizon just as they were about to kiss. Ariel's 3 days were up. Kitty. She changed back into a mermaid. Ursula grabbed Ariel and dove off the ship. Thanks to Sebastian's warning, Triton was waiting for them at Ursula's lair. "I might be willing to make an exchange for something better," cried Ursula. Triton agreed, and he became Ursula's prisoner. She now had his magic Triton in control of the undersea kingdom. All of a sudden, a harpoon struck Ursula in the shoulder. Prince Eric had come to Ariel's rescue. Together, they swam to the surface. Ursula followed close behind them, and she grew bigger and bigger with anger until she rose out of the water. Prince Eric swam to his ship and climbed on board. He grabbed the wheel and turned the ship towards Ursula, just as the sea witch was about to fire a deadly bolt at Ariel from the Triton. The prince's ship slammed into Ursula. The evil witch was destroyed. Now that the witch was gone, Triton was freed. He rose from the sea and saw Ariel watching Prince Eric, who was lying on the shore unconscious. "She really does love him, doesn't she?" asked the Sea King. Sebastian, who was nearby, nodded. I'm going to miss her, Triton added. Then he raised his Triton and shot a magic bolt at Ariel's tail. Kitty's running. They're gonna knock the camera over. The Little Mermaid's tail disappeared, and once again she had legs. Ariel was now a human. Prince Eric awoke in time to see his beloved Ariel running onto the shore. He kissed her, and they were married that day. After the wedding, Prince Eric and Ariel sailed off on their honeymoon to live happily ever after. The end. What did you think? Did you like it? I think it's a pretty good book. I think it's decent. It's a good book. I think Sebastian liked it. Pearl put her to sleep a little bit. We get it. The other kiddos are being a little crazy, but I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe we'll have some more story time soon. Bye.